Okay. All right, guys, we are going to get ready to get started. I just need to check the connection and see if you guys can hear me. Let me know in the comments section. Let me know if you guys can hear me. I know there's some people in here. If you guys could let me know if you guys can hear me. Okay. Faith says that you guys can hear me. So we are waiting on one person who is supposed to come up, and if she comes in the room for Summer, if she comes in the room, just let me know that you're here, and then I'll put up the link for you. But I'm going to go ahead and get started with this video. Let's see.
Can y'all hear me and see me? Let me know. Let me know if y'all can hear and see me clearly. All right, cool.
So keep in mind that this is the first time I'm seeing this video. I'm seeing this video with you guys for the first time. So it sounds like in the background that because she had been talking about she was going to go visit her mom. And so I'm assuming that that's where she's at right now. So let's get started.
All right, cool. Like I was telling y'all, right now what I'm eating is seeded watermelons, strawberries, granola in the most cleanest way, a drizzle of agave and some lime juice on the top, some key lime juice on the top. And I have some raspberry leaf tea. Raspberry leaf tea is good for the reproduction organs in a woman. It's good for the urinary tract, and all of that nature. You know, you can Google raspberry leaf tea, but it's good. Overall, it's good for the reproduction system in a woman. It's good for the womb. I've been actively, like healing my womb, healing myself, you know, so I can raise my vibration and just be in my full glory, my full glory. But honestly, I would love to spend time with you guys. Um, you know what I'm saying? Like while I eat and stuff like that. But I also wanted to tell y'all something. Oh, wow, Empress Marie. That's what's up. I wanted to talk to you guys like for real. Be careful if you're pregnant or trying to get pregnant. I understand. Nevertheless, I you can drink raspberry leaf tea for wound cleansing, yes. But I'm not pregnant. I'm not pregnant, but I did want to share some of my thoughts with y'all. And it goes into healing. And like like right before I got on here, I was like shaking. I was shaking. Hey Kelsey Queen. I was shaking with thoughts about things because it was like I'm gonna keep my fruit here because I know I'm gonna need it, like as I'm talking. But a couple things had triggered me to like feel how I'm feeling right now. And this is like I naturally feel this way that I'm about to speak about with you guys, but like all of the time, especially like as of in the last couple years, I've been feeling like I just been living from like an innate space. You know what I'm saying? Like intuitively, I've been living from an intuitive place. So like the thoughts that I'm having right now are thoughts that I've like always lived by, and have always thought, but I haven't really like expressed them outward. But I think like right now is the perfect time. But like what triggered it was just the other day. Like my family, right? My family knows what I aspire to be, and not even that aspiring to be it. They know who I am and they know what I like and they know things that I don't like. So like, they just understand like the vision that I have for my life and why I got myself into certain situations and stuff like that. Nevertheless, just recently there was a comment that somebody made and they were like, where's Dr. King? And then like it was a situation, it was a scenario where the person was referring to me as Dr. King. And so we all couldn't figure it out. And we was like, why you call me Dr. King? And the person was like, because Dr. King had a dream and it never came true. And so like a part of me could have felt um shot down by that. You know what I'm saying? A part of me could have felt like, people look less, look less of my dreams than what I do. And because it's so closely connected to me, it hurts in a way. But I didn't decide to take that personally. I took that time to use that energy to alchemize it into what I'm about to talk about right now. And so like I was actually started to feel like it was a compliment, you know what I'm saying? Because like Dr. King, even though he didn't live to see the residual of his dream come into fruition, he definitely made a change in history. And we all know Dr. King as somebody who is very important, especially to our community, even still to this day. So like I was flattered, you know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And so a part of me was like, wow, that just goes to show you that you could always continue to follow your dreams. Like when you're following your dreams, it's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen within 3 to 5 years. You're by the time you're born, as the time you're born, you're supposed to be innately following the thing that you are here to fulfill as a mission, as a purpose, whatever, from the day you were born. Like that's your birthright. And so the fact that we're born into a society that deters us from following our dreams and giving us false narratives and false realities of the dreams that they think that we should be following, we tend to sleep on ourselves, meaning that we don't follow our dreams anymore. We don't think highly of ourselves the way that we need to and the way that we should. And so this leaves us in realities that are lies. And so we're constantly living in a lie. And then we have questions like, well, why isn't this working out for me? Why isn't that working out for me? Why do I feel like, I'm not where I need to be? Why am I depressed? Why do I feel all of these different things? Well, it's because you're not being true to who you are. And so even myself, when I was in certain situations where I felt like I wasn't at my best self, or I wasn't in my best self, or I was like stagnant or whatever, I was still being true to who I was. I was still following my dreams. And my dreams, I have to realize, we have to realize that our dreams, the things that we aspire to do, become, and live, are not going to make 100% sense to someone else. Neither is most people going to understand the dreams that you have. Should that deter you from continuing to live out these dreams? Absolutely not. That should make you go harder, because people who are following their dreams in the world that we live in right now, that's like the most ultimate hardest thing to do, because everything is going against your dreams. Everything is going against what you see and aspire yourself to become. So we are up for a challenge. The individuals who are following their dreams year after year of heartache and suffering and pain and whatever it is, we're continuing to stand in the challenge and go through the challenge to create a reality where our dreams have come to life. I could have given up on my dreams because of the situation that I was in, because it could have made me afraid to further pursue my dreams and meet other people and be relatable and all of these different things. But I'm choosing personally not to allow my experiences to define who I am, nor alter the dreams that I have, because that is the essence of me. That's the core of me. And if I have to suffer to see my dreams come into fruition, I will suffer at on any level, because I believe in my dreams. I believe in who I am. I believe in the things that I have to offer humanity. I believe in these things. Now, it's all cool, to live to go after your dreams. That's all cool. We can all go after our dreams. But if you are doing things within a process of you conquering your dreams, if you are doing things that go against you actually manifesting or conjuring up enough energy in this physical realm to create your experience or your reality of the dream that you want to see and want to live, if you're doing things that go against that, you're never going to get there. This is why self-discipline is so important. People have told me once before that they envied me because of how I eat, how I sleep, how I live, how I wake up, how I meditate, and how I do all of these things. And I asked them, and I said, why? Go sit down. Go sit down. And I asked them why. I said, why? Close the door. Close the door. I'll be with you in a second. Kayahi, close the door. Moody, come get these kids. Go ahead. Go sit down. Go sit down. Stop it. Kayahi, come close the door. I'm almost done.
Yeah, Maria says she's just saying something. Hopefully people will just donate to her. She bright, constantly living in her lie. Yeah, I think she's going to get somewhere with this video. I'm not sure, but we're just going to have to tune in and see what she has to say. Hopefully she's just not mumbling about the same old stuff. If Summer comes into the room, can you please put in the chat that you're in here, and then I can bring you up. If Summer is in the room. Also, you guys, if you guys could hit that like button, that would help me out a lot to get the notifications out.
I gotta get these thoughts out. You know what I'm saying? If I don't get these thoughts out, they're never going to, they're never gonna come out. Nevertheless, the children are safe and they're being taken care of. But I gotta get these thoughts out because I love the kids too. You know what I'm saying? But see, this is the thing. This is what drives me. This is what motivates me to continue. I even forgot where I was, but this is my children and the children that are around me is what motivate me to continue to go after my dreams. I don't care if people don't believe in me. I don't care if you don't think that I could make it. I don't care if you think that I will never get there. I don't care. I don't care about none of that because I know the momentum that I have. And this is why it's important. When you are doing things that go against what you want to see come out of life, you're never going to get there. You're never going to be able to see your dream come into fruition. This is why I was saying that self-discipline is important. You know what I'm saying? And you're not supposed to envy anyone for the discipline that they have in their life. If you see somebody have discipline, you're supposed to be inspired by that and start to apply discipline within yourself. I'm not saying become like them. I'm not saying be who they are. I'm saying to cultivate that discipline within yourself so that you can see your dreams come into reality, come into fruition. This is why I don't sleep on myself. I don't sleep on anything about me because I know where I'm going. I know where I'm headed. I know what I've already accomplished. I know what I will accomplish. And honestly, quite honestly, I think that what I'm going to accomplish is going to be far exceeding my expectations and the things that I feel. But that's only because I believe in myself. I don't care if nobody don't believe in me. I don't care if nobody's standing there with a cup pouring into me. I can pour into myself. I can believe in me. And I've been doing that. That is who I've always been. And I have accomplished great things. Y'all seen me in that little situation or whatever, but I've accomplished so many things that you guys don't even know about because quite frankly, it is just my life. And no one's going to truly understand my life and how I've gotten to this point and how far I've come. But I need to know how far I've come. I need to know where I'm going and where I'm headed. I need to understand and believe these things within myself, because without self-belief, nothing can come from it. It's just like the Bible says, faith without works is dead. So me, on the other end, just because my life doesn't look like who you guys think I should be or who you guys thought I should be, or because it looks like I've taken steps back, doesn't mean that that's who I am. See, people out there could fake the funk. They could fake it all day, every day. You could have plants in your background. You could be sitting on camera eating all the fruits and the vegetables you want just to portray a message or just to portray yourself to be something, to be in this inspiration. But quite honestly, if you're not doing the inner work, if you're not unraveling these soul ties, if you're not unraveling yourself from the things that hold you back from manifesting your dreams, if you don't apply discipline in the areas that you need, if you're not actively doing the self-work, I'm talking about the inner work, the spiritual work, if you're not cultivating temperance, if you're not cultivating effective communication skills, if you're not exuding more love when you're actually in a situation where you are found in adversity, if you do not do the inner work, you'll never truly get to the potential that you should be at. And we shouldn't have an excuse as far as to why we can't do these things. I can have a whole bunch of excuses why I don't want to eat clean right now. I can have a whole bunch of excuses on why XYZ, but I don't have those excuses because those are not excuses to me. I'm going to do what I am here to do and what I feel I need to do, whether I like it or not. And that's the only way that I'm going to get to the highest vibration and the potential in which I am. You can never think less of yourself trying to live out your dreams. You can never think less of yourself trying to cultivate even the skills within yourself, the discipline within yourself to get yourself to the point that you want to be at. You have to believe. You have to believe that you can wean yourself off of poison, toxins.
Summer Days says she's speaking of portraying. She does that well. What happened to the Bible studies and prayers? I think a lot of people are starting to wake up to the fact that she is into this self-worship. She's like, she portrays herself as a goddess, and she's back to calling herself that. So I think she was portraying that to get, the what she calls love donations. But yeah, yeah, I mean, yeah, Maria says Velvet needs money right now. She's dry begging. What it is, she's at her mom's, and we all know that she goes live a lot right before she goes to her mom's house, and then while she's there, so that she can have money to spend while she's there. Summer Day says definitely self worship and all over the place. Yeah, she is. Yep. Absolutely. Okay, let's get back to the video. Summer, I'll bring you up here. Just let I'm going to send the link again here in a few minutes, and then we'll bring you up. Okay, so let's get back to this.
You should believe in yourself, in the fact that you can, manifest, or not even manifest, but just pull in the resources and the things and the mindset that you need to get yourself to the place that you need to be. Like I said, if you don't believe in yourself, if you don't believe that you can accomplish these things on any minute level, you'll never be able to get there. And people always wondering why it's taking their whole entire life. At some point in time, if you're when you are doing the inner work, at some point in time in your life, like say for instance, and I'm gonna use myself as an example because I truly feel like this within myself. Ever since I was younger and I understood myself and I understood what I wanted to do and I understood like how I wanted to live my life, I've been living this way. I've been applying these discipline tactics in my life to have propelled me into where I am right now. So being that that's the fact, and being that I'm doing the inner work too along the way, now as of being 25 years of age, I have come way further than most of my peers around me that are the same age, people that are around me that are older than me. You see what I'm saying? But that's all because I'm doing the inner work. I'm healing myself. I'm taking time with myself, to cultivate and breed myself. Because if I don't take the time to do that for me, no one will. And then I will always be trying to look for outside validation and outside sources to fill a void that's inside of me that I need to become whole within myself. I need to become whole within that aspect of myself. We shouldn't look for outside things to validate us. And like for instance, right now I have a 11-month-old. She's crying right now because she wants to be in my arms, but she has to know that I'm not always going to be there to pacify her, to pamper her, and to cater to her like every single need. She's already eaten. She's already had her diaper changed. She already have all of these things crossed off. The only thing that she needs to understand is now that she needs to find a way to occupy herself while mommy is busy. Because when she gets older, it's just going to become even worse. Like the older you get, the more you're going to be weaned off of me. So I'm not going to go run to her aid just because she's crying. She's around other children. She has her aunt, she has a grandfather, she has a grandmother, she has a whole community of people right now. So I'm not going to intercept what I'm doing to cater to it's not even a need. It's just it's a attention, a cry for attention to pacify a behavior that ultimately is going to hurt her in the end. So eventually she will learn. Eventually she will understand that she needs to be patient, a little more patient. And it's not like the individuals around me are not explaining to her, because we talk to our children. But this is just one example in life and how we need to be with ourselves. Just because you want something, just because you want to do something, doesn't mean that you should. It really doesn't mean that you should. You should have more self-discipline in certain areas. And if we don't cultivate these characteristics within ourselves moving forward, especially into this new world, our children are going to suffer. Our children are going to get the brunt end of the things that we don't want to do within ourselves, do the self-work that we need to do within ourselves. We're passing on karma. We're passing on all of these toxic traits. We're passing on these things. So it's up to the parents to be able to fix themselves, go deep within themselves, fix themselves to be able to have something better to offer to their children or to the world for that matter. And so this is what I'm on. This is what I've always been on. Yes, I was in a situation where it was real shady and it really didn't look like, maybe I didn't have the aspirations or whatever the case may have been or whatever. But in my situation, I had to learn through these things. I had to learn the processes of certain things that I'm going to be doing in my future that has nothing to do with the situation, or with the individual, should I say. It has nothing to do with the individual that was portrayed in the adversity with me, rather than it had more to do with the wisdom that I was getting out of the experience to cultivate my queenhood, my queendom, so that I could be able to push forward into this new world with my children and be able to give them better than the circumstance. If I would have never went through that circumstance and gained the wisdom, I wouldn't have wisdom to give my children right now. I wouldn't have wisdom to give other people right now. So with that being a part of my life, I chose not to allow that. Like I said, I did not choose to allow that to define me and put me in a box. I don't care about what none of y'all think about me. You don't have to like me. You could be jealous of me. You could do whatever you want. I don't care. Because at the end of the day, I know why I'm here. I know what I am here to do. I know where I'm going. So
there she goes with that jealous again. She thinks everybody is so jealous of her. And then I don't know. I'm just, some of the things that she says, it just has me sitting here like rubbing my head. Like, what is she talking about? Like, there is nobody that she has it stuck in her head that everybody is jealous of her. I don't get it. Let me read a couple of these comments. Maria's, well, let's see. Summer Day says, she's just said the welfare system is for baby daddies. How is she doing so well in any area? Delusional. Yeah. She's always saying that she's elevating, that she's doing better. But then she's, everybody else is taking care of her except for her. Everybody's taking care of her children except for the children's fathers. Maria says, if she was disciplined, she wouldn't have joined line carbonation. She'd still be in college, probably. Yeah. And then, it's not that she joined carbonation. When you're young, you're going to make stupid mistakes. You're going to make really sometimes huge mistakes. But what happens is when you come out of that place and you don't heal, and it's years later, and you're still talking about the same thing over and over and over again. She can't get Nature Boy out of her head, for one thing. And she can't stand the fact that those women are over there, that they're with him. That she, in her mind, I think she thinks that he chose them over her. And I don't think that's what it is. I think just Nature Boy wanted everybody. And Velvet is the type of person, she's not gonna stand for that. She wants to be the only one. She wants to keep all the little minions out in the tent where they belong, and she wants to be in the house and be served and worshipped. So let's see. Let's get back to this.
End of the day, I'm just going to share who I am. And that's what I've always done. I've always shared who I am, whether it was shady or not. And even in my shady moments, I was still sharing who I was. So I'm not going to allow people to come that just seemingly come into my life to shut me up or shut me down. I'm Velvet Gabriella. You come into my life thinking that you're going to shut me down or shut me up. you got a whole nother thing coming for you. You done open up a whole can of worms. You understand? Because I'm not the type of person that you shut up. I'm not the type of person that you shun. And I say that because this is me. This is who I am. I am of substance. I come with a purpose. I come on a mission. And people have lied along the way. Is that something that I should penalize myself for? Absolutely not. That's that person's karma or whatever their situation is. You understand? So I don't have nothing to do with that. All I have to do is be here and be myself. And like I said, people be out here doing the most. People be doing all kind of stuff just to portray themselves to be one way on camera. And then when you meet them in real life, they're not who they actually say they are. And then you are like left to wonder and is baffled by the fact that this person may have lied. I have people that have lied to me about how they eat to be close to me. I have had people lie to me about who they are entirely just to be close to me. You understand? And so it's like at some point in time, you have to gauge and have a certain level of discernment when it comes to allowing people into your life and understanding what do you call it, body language. Because when people have certain body language, you'll be able to tell, okay, this person's lying. Like, and it might not always be 100% accurate, but you'll be able to tell. Like, for instance, I just had a interaction with somebody, and we hadn't talked like over a year, but we had been talking through the phone or whatever. And so just as of recently, they were able to see me in person. But before they saw me in person, they lied about something. I caught them in a lie, but I didn't let them know that I knew that they lied, because you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't always like to give my hand away. So, but initially at that moment, they innately knew that I knew that they lied. So I digressed, off of the communication aspect. Rather, when we actually had met in person, because this person already intuitively knows the essence of who I am, and that I'm able to pick up on these things, they're shaking, trembling in my presence. This happened on another occasion too, but this person is literally trembling in my essence. And I'm left to ask questions like, why are you trembling? Like, why are you nervous? Like, I'm not understanding, you know what I'm saying? And that's because when people are lying to you, when people are trying to hide themselves, when people are trying to portray themselves to be one way in front of you, if you are sure within yourself, if you know who you are, if you are tapped into the gifts that you have, and really be in a state of belief when it comes to yourself, you're gonna pick up on these things, like, without a shadow of a doubt. Like, you'll pick up on even just certain facial expressions. And so this is why I don't sleep on myself, because I can pick up on these things. And because I was so infatuated with who the person had pretended themselves to be, and going through the processes of me disconnecting from my own emotional intelligence and my own.
Okay, so Summer Day said something very, very, she said the Lord isn't finished with teaching her yet. She abused a child of God, and when that happens, people pay for that. That fairy tale man, yeah, that she thought was hers, left her. She hasn't seen anything yet. Yeah, you can't play with God. You cannot sit there. How many times, and I said this before, how many times did we get on to Nature Boy for calling himself God and for misleading people to hell? How many times did we tell him that what he was doing was wrong? And then how we seen God we seen God shut him up. You cannot do that. You cannot say that you're a Christian and that you follow after the Lord, and all along only just you're doing it for the donations, and then when it comes out that you lied all along, God, he's not going to play with her. I agree with that, Summer. He's not going to play with her. We seen what happened to Nature Boy. And then we see how she treats, like you said, the children. Hopefully, I don't know. They leave. When they leave, we're hoping that they get help, but they don't. They leave this cult for a reason, because I guess they figure out it's not for them, it's not right. They know that it affected them. Some of them has admitted that they have triggers still after even leaving. And if you're not getting the help that you need, you're going to continue down this path, and there's not going to be any healing. Summer Days says also she uses Christianity for donations. She eventually started cursing again and showing her body online. Yeah, and also calling herself a goddess. Does she have any positive relationships? It can't be everyone else all the time. I don't know. I think the one guy that she had, I think that guy, he just was at that point, where she probably wanted him to start spending money on her. She probably wanted more out of him than what he was willing to give. And he said, you know what, those are not my kids. I don't care about you in that way. I'm young. I still want to get married and have kids of my own. That's what I'm assuming that happened. So, okay. Beloved says men are not going to be as attracted to her like before. She's stuck in that cult leader mentality, right? Exactly. There are men out there, but it's very far in between. That if they care about you, they're going to care about your kids. But even then, you have to be careful who you bring around your kids. And so, yeah, what you're saying, that's true. A lot of men they do not want to have the responsibility of somebody else's kids. And that doesn't make them a bad person. It just, they want kids of their own. But then there are men out there who are, they don't care. If they care about you, they're going to care about your kids. I'm not sure if she has female friends. She says that she does. Um, but I don't know how she's able to keep female friends if she is, because she's very into herself. So I don't know.
Gifts and talents, I started to give my power away. But then when I realized that I was doing this and I needed to pour back into myself, that's when all of my gifts came back. Everything that I've and then it was even heightened because I had been through something to validate why I should have never let go of those tendencies within myself, why I shouldn't have stopped pouring into myself in the first place. And so I just want to encourage everybody, like, go after your dreams, live your dreams. If motherfucker don't believe in you or think that what you want to see out of life can come into fruition, they don't matter. Those are the people that that you can't even keep close to you once you get to where you're going, because at the end of the day, those very people who didn't believe in you are going to be the ones who is going to be having their hand out, asking for stuff, asking for wisdom, money, whatever it is. They're going to be on your dick, period. You know what I'm saying? So believe in yourself. If you don't believe in nothing, believe in yourself so that you can get to where you need to go. You understand? And so I'm not afraid. Like I'm not afraid. Like I'm not, I know there's a lot of fear, based around my life and what you guys done watched and saw, but I don't live in a state of fear. This is why I'm able to continue to manifest things like you guys.
See, that's another thing. She always thinks that anybody that wants to be around her, they just want around her for the fame, the money. What money? She's getting assistance. I mean, what? Do they want her welfare check? Do they want her food stamps? I mean, I don't get it. What I mean, she says that she has a lot to offer these men, but I don't know.
think I have a whole bunch of money, but I'm taken care of because I'm doing the inner work. I'm doing what I need to do to be able to elevate myself. So I am taken care of. But at the end of the day, this is who I choose to be. I forgot what I was saying, but this is who I choose to be. And it just is what it is. Like, it is what it is. But I really want to go on a whole nother topic, but I'm not going to go on that topic for the sake of the people that's watching right now. And like, sometimes it's really hard for me to be online and not be able to talk about the experience that I came from that made me, or that not even made me, but cultivated.
Oh, Velvet. Velvet is not going to talk about anything that happened from where she came from because she knows that it's going to incriminate her. And she has said that herself. She doesn't want to say anything. And I think her dad told her when he was living, do not open your mouth, do not say anything, do not answer questions, don't do interviews, don't say anything. Don't do anything because it's going to incriminate you. And it would. She wants to say a lot, but she's not going to. She's going to keep everything quiet, especially things that she was involved in.
More of who I am right now that's sitting in front of you. And so sometimes it's really hard to talk about it because it's like, I already get so much judgment, it's already, what I'm saying? What I got to say right now, like, what I got to say right now, according to the situation that y'all watch me in, like, I would really shake the internet, but it's like I have to learn my boundaries. I have to learn, what to say and what and when not to say it. But it's like, how do I get around these feelings? How do I get around these things? And because I understand myself and because I believe in myself, I could see straight through the bullshit. It's a whole bunch of bullshit. It's a whole bunch of bullshit. And it really be getting on my nerves, but it's like, that's the part in me that I know I have to cultivate temperance within myself for, to be patient for, because I can be in a portion of myself where I'm just like, you stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, you dumb as, like, you really stupid. But I can't be like that because I don't know what other people are going through mentally, emotionally, spiritually. I don't know what they're going through. I don't know the traumas that they're fighting. So I want to be there for these people. Like, when I talk about it, I want to be in a space where I'm there for them, where they can, be open and express themselves freely without feeling like I'm a threat. But at the end of the day, some people just gonna view you as a threat because they are refusing to do the work within themselves, and it has nothing to do with you. So at some point in time, you got to keep it real. You got to keep it real. If somebody doing something stupid and you see that, like, y'all, like for instance, my supporters, when y'all saw me doing something stupid and y'all know goddamn well that I probably knew better, y'all, what y'all said to me, y'all was like, Vel, come on now, you know better. You know what this him for. Like, why are you even playing? You know what I'm saying? But until I decided to come to the reality and realize certain things and come to that understanding myself, wasn't until I was.
Okay. Asma Ross, I hope I said your name right. If I didn't, let me know. She says, "Why is she cursing so much? I thought she was a woman of God." No, she was faking that. She was faking that so that she could get these so-called love donations or love offering, whatever she calls it. But now that, because when you're infested with a demon and you have a demon in you, that demon is not going to allow, it can't, like with a narcissist, they can't keep, they have to take the mask off eventually. A demon cannot sit there and portray to be something that it's not for that long of a time. It's going to show, it's going to start showing its true colors. It can't fake everybody for too long. And so that's what it is with this. She was faking the whole time. And a lot of us saw that, but then a lot of us are just now waking up to it.
Able to vibrate higher than what I was, you know, based off of whatever what was going through in my life. But like I also be trying to keep it like clean for not political purposes, but like legal purposes. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's just like this is my life, and it's like how do I put my life and like how do I express myself like 100% authentically without getting myself in trouble? Because it's like certain things that I want to express myself on, like I've already set things in place to the point where I can't be harassed. You understand what I'm saying? Like I've put things in a place where I am protected. You see what I'm saying? So I don't want to go off and talk about things and like go too far into talking about certain things that I think about, because I need to continue to protect myself. And if that means not talking about it, then that's like that, you know what I'm saying? It's a very,
You heard it again from her own mouth. She has to do things to protect herself legally. She's not going to come out and say too much because it would incriminate her.
fine line. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna tell you this. I really want to talk about. I really want to talk about this. Like I really want to talk about it. Like I really do, because somebody needs to say it. Like because they got too many people that have been in this situation. The CN, y'all know the CN card, the CN situation, right? If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. There have been too many people in that situation that is like silent about certain things, and I just, for the life of me, like at some points in time, I really feel like I can't be quiet. Like it feels like that in my entire being. Like as many things as I have in place, as many things that is established, it's like I cannot be quiet, because I feel like it's a part of my purpose to shed light upon the situation, because that situation is only but a.
Okay, so she does this every time she needs a donation. She'll come out and she'll say, I really want to talk. And there's another video of her doing this too. She really wants to talk. She really wants to open up and tell us everything, but she never does. She talks a big game, but she's never going to say everything that's happened, because there's a whole lot of incriminating, self-incriminating. She would incriminate herself, I'm telling you. And Beloved said that might be eating at her. I don't think it's eating at her. I don't think it's eating at her at all. I don't think she feels bad about anything she's done. Her involvement, anything that she's done to the other women, I don't think she feels bad at all, because she still holds on to a lot of hatred towards them. Eden says she should know that the Bible says there's nothing hidden that won't be revealed. Absolutely. Everything that is in the dark will come to the light. That is true. Okay. Yeah, Summer Days says Eden, she played with the Bible. Absolutely, she did. And you don't play with God like that. We've seen what happened with Nature Boy. You don't do that. And you don't go and call yourself a god.
Aspect. You have so many other things that's going on in the world where other women, children, men are going through the exact same thing all around the world. There are trafficking going on so many levels that we don't even know about. And so for me to talk about this from the experience that I had, and to bring it to a more global aspect and a more bigger picture aspect, is what I'm here to do. This is what I live for. You see what I'm saying? Like this is what I'm here for. And at the
Okay, Myosha Brown says every time you make a video about this young lady, you give commentary bashing her, but don't have anything to say about the remaining members. You just play their videos. Seems hypocritical, in my opinion. Yeah, the thing is that with the other members, they're not trying to put a mask over who they are. They tell you what they believe in. They tell you who they are, and I have come out and I have spoke against that and said they're not gods. They're not goddesses. There's but one God. My issue with Velvet is that she used God to pretend that she had found the Lord, and then she is now showing her true self, that she never was a Christian.
End of the day, I just feel like I can't be quiet about it because I care. I do. I care about the people that have been in that situation who were burned. I care about the people who have been in that situation and were burned. I care about the people who are still in that situation and are being burned. But then at some level of me, I'm not gonna lie, at some level of me, it just really make me turn like a side eye, because at the end of the day, you do have ops. And you have to recognize your ops when they're in your life, because just because you care about your op don't mean that your op care about you. So you have to, you know what I'm saying, you gotta keep some level of protection up. But at the end of the day, it's like, I still care. You see what I'm saying? And so I want to play my cards to the point where I'm expressing myself without hurting anyone's feelings, even though I'm here to shut shit down. So I had recently just saw a video, of the demonic entity expressing how people have come into their lives and destroyed their lives, and how people betrayed them. Let's talk about betrayal. Let's talk about somebody coming into your life, destroying your life. Nobody can come into your life and destroy shit. Because guess what? You came into my life, or I'm not even gonna say you, I'm gonna say there were many situations that came into my life or seemingly came into my life that dismantle certain things. But because I know who I am, because I believe in myself, because I know what I'm capable of, and because I tap into my own potential, ain't nobody destroy shit over here. And what's even more crazy about it is because it's so contradictory. The video within itself is so contradictory. If you are a person who believes that you solely can't point the finger or blame something else for being in your life to cause the disruption that it did, and the fact that you have to go inward and figure these things out within yourself to help heal your reality, if you are a person that believe in that, why are you sitting there online talking about XYZ did this and this person did that, and how all of these things destroyed you, and trying to create a smoke screen? You can't create a smoke screen no more when you are a person who openly says, I cannot blame you, Aura. I can't blame you, Aura, for the negativity that you brought into my life, because I know that on some level within myself, I might be a negative person, and that's something that you're reflecting back to me, and I need to fix that. And in order to embrace you, I need to be more positive when I am interacting with you. And at some point in time, we're going to either go our separate ways or vibrate on the same level so that we can coexist. You can't openly say that and then flip the script, flip the switch, and then be like, oh yeah, Aura, I remember when you tried to destroy my life. Remember when you came into my life and tried to do XYZ and tried to pour negativity? What does that say about you? That says that you don't know who you are. That says that you're confused. That says that you're really not about what you said you was about. That means that you were pretending and you said that shit for clout, pussy, or some shit that you actually didn't need, because people who could flip like that ain't the ones that you need in your corner. And don't get me wrong, I know y'all saw me on some flip flop or whatever in the past, but that was because I was healing through my own traumas. I was healing things that I needed to heal from my childhood. And
when you are flip-flopping about being a Christian, there's no, you can't sit and say flip-flop this and that. I think what she's referring to is Nature Boy, where he is now claiming to be Muslim. So I think she's talking about him and at this part. Beloved, she said she's watching Nature Boy. I think she's talking about Nature Boy because she's probably talking about him flipping from being the so-called God to being now turning into a Muslim. Ken says Velvet is not a good person either. She had saw too many things inside of the cult for her not to speak about on it. The farthest thing, or let's see, sliding up too fast. I lost it. Inside the cult, for her to not even speak on it, the farthest she will go is talk about how she's a victim. Exactly, Ken. That's true. And that's all the members. That's all of them. They'll tell you, and I've said this since the beginning, that Nature Boy made them get their hands dirty in some way. He's had to have made them get their hands dirty so that they won't incriminate themselves. The Velvet, she was his right-hand man. She was right there with him through it all. And she knows and everybody keeps saying that she pressed charges on him and that she did this and that she did that. I don't know. I haven't seen anything like that. The only thing that I've seen is her get a restraining order. And I don't think Velvet is ever going to go to a courthouse and speak anything against him because I think she's keeping her mouth shut and she's not going to say anything. She's not going to do anything to get him into further trouble because she's not going to incriminate herself. She knows that if she opens her mouth that somebody's going to say something against her and say what she did. And that's with all of them. None of them will come out and fully tell everything. And there is a whole lot of things that we don't know. There's a whole lot of things that we haven't seen because that camera's not on all the time. And I think, and I've said this before, that some of the things that has transpired in that cult, you wouldn't believe it unless they told you that themselves. And that's something they're not going to do. Okay. Eden says, y'all keep bringing up Mama Dia when the focus should be on what she did to innocent kids, not grown nasty women. Mama Dia had sex with I think Nature Boy had sex with everybody. I think he did it with everybody. Okay. That summer days she had a threesome with baby Ellie. You know something? I think that I can't read that out loud, but Eden, I think that a lot more went on with baby Ellie in that place. And I think Velvet knows about it and never said a word about it. And we're never going to know about it. I think that they've told us what they want us to know, but they're never going to fully come out and tell us everything. Ever. We see Solar, he's never going to come out and say everything. He'll sit and they'll blame each other and they'll say this and that, but then they stop short of telling you the real tea. Because they would all go to prison for life.
I took the responsibility for myself. You ain't see me flip-flop no more because I stayed steady and stable in who I was. It's going on 2 years now. Over a year now that I've been solely on my own, and you don't see that. You don't see that because that's not who I am when I'm by myself. Now, if I don't know myself and I'm in a situation where I'm still traumatized and I'm trying to you know, like coexist with other people and collaborate with other people, no shadow of a doubt that that's not going to come across right, because I'm not even healed within myself to be even strong enough to heal through those traumas or whatever it is that's going on in my life in a setting that I'm collaborating with, because I'm not even aware of my own traumas. But see, now, honey, now I'm aware of my own traumas. So when I'm coming into contact with people, when I'm collabing with people, if I'm triggered in any way, I know that that's something that's stemming from within me, and I need to go within to figure that out and fix that. Because if somebody is giving me energy that I'm triggered by, I need to look at myself. I need to understand, why am I triggered? And don't get me wrong, again, there are different levels to it, because you do have to play into factor discernment and other people's intentions, because other people don't really, you know what I'm saying? It just depends on the situation and the person. So you have to be aware of that. But because I'm aware of that, I can talk about this topic, because you're not about to sit up there and talk about how somebody destroyed your life when you sitting there destroying everybody's lives that you come into contact with. You're deliberately doing it. Like you're trying to create, you're trying to create smoke screens for people to be misled, because you are insecure within yourself. You need some type of power, you need some type of something, because you don't want to do the work. You don't want to sit down with yourself and look yourself in the mirror and heal from these traumas. So you get thrown into a prison. You get thrown into a jail. The universe sat your ass down so that you can reflect. But instead of you reflecting, you still trying to find something to aim at. You still trying to find.
Oh yeah, she's talking about Nature Boy. She is talking about Nature Boy. How much do you guys want to make a bet that she has been in contact with him? What do you guys think? Do you guys think she's been in contact with Nature Boy? You all think that she's been writing him? Do you guys think that maybe she has it in the back of her mind, because we know that she misses this nature living. She's wanting to get some kind of a tribe back together. Do y'all think that maybe she's thinking maybe she could try to talk him out of, since he's there alone, that maybe she could like work her magic or something on him? If you come back to me and only be with me, I'll take you back. I don't know. Maybe she's telling him, your daughter misses you. You need to think about your daughter. I don't know. I think that somehow maybe, I think she's been in contact. Maybe he's called, maybe, I don't know. But there's something she's wanting to tell us. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe she's been talking to him, and maybe they've had some words, and because the high-ranking demon that's within Velvet, she is not going to settle for anything less than what she wants. So let's listen to what else she has to say.
Something to target, because you don't want to do the work. You don't. So anybody that's in jail or prison or whatever, they're there because that's their mind. That's where their mind is. Their mind is in a prison within themselves. They are trapped within their own trauma. And until they realize that and start doing the work and start sitting down with themselves and really doing the work, that's when they'll probably elevate up out the jail or the prison or whatever it is. But people who just sit in there is because they want to sit there, because they are rotting with it from the inside, from the core, period. So you can't tell me that somebody came into your life and destroyed anything, baby. You are the co-creator of your reality. You created the reality that you are living in right now. I know for me personally, how I'm living right now, the reality that I'm living in right now is because of something that I believe in, something that I have created along the way, manifested along the way, and have communed with God about. So pause. Pump your brakes. Why you still trying to sit on here and try to deter people? Like, disgust is just disgusting, because people, it's like most of these people who have these tendencies, they'll try to cling to whatever it is. They'll have children with people just to cling to the child, just to use the child against the person, just to try to use things, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, my children are the things that motivate me and inspire me to keep going and living my dream, even if nobody don't believe in me. Because my children matter more than my trauma. They matter more than the things that I've been through. They matter more than the things that I'm going through. So if I have to suffer for the strength of giving my children better, I'm going to do that. But most people ain't built like that because they're not ready to do the inner work. And that is what it boils down to. You have to do the inner work. You have to heal. And if you so seemingly can't do that within yourself, you have to tackle at some level of it for your children. Start healing it with your children. You know what I'm saying? But nowadays, you got men going around lying about who they are to have children, to take the children. What reality are you living in? Do you really want to see a better world? Do you really want to build a tribe? Do you really want to build a nation of great people? Because if you do, you're going to do the inner work for the sake of the nation, for the sake of the children that you want to bring into this world. But if you're sitting there, you're not doing the inner work, but you're trying to have a whole bunch of wives and you're trying to dominate a whole bunch of men, that just means that you're insecure. If you like people, you could talk about monogamy versus polygamy all day long to me. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. What I care about is if a man and a woman can congregate and be on the same page and grow and build.
See, it's not that he had this tribe, and it's not that he's calling himself God. It's not that him and her, because I was going to say him hitting her, but in all reality, it went both ways because she gave as good as she got in a lot of cases, and what I don't even know. You know, I'm thinking about baby Ellie and what she's been through, and it's so sad. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that she has been talking to Nature Boy? Because she's obviously talking about him right here. And she can't let it go. She can't. After all this time, she's left this tribe. She cannot let the fact go that he's with these other women. And it's not, like I said, it's not that he's doing all of this other stuff. It's not that they fought. It's the only thing that made her leave is the fact that he wants to be with these other women. Nothing else played a part in it. Not the fact that they fought. And that should have been enough right there, because DB, amongst yourselves, in any type of relationship, you should never put your hands on each other. That right there alone should have been enough to have made her want to leave. But it wasn't. She didn't leave for that reason. She left because he wanted to be with everybody else. Because she wants the tribe back. She wants that type, but she wants to be this high-ranking goddess where everybody is just worshiping her and they're the servants.
And do everything that they need to do. Do you know how much beauty would come out of that? Do you know how much beauty would come out of that? But instead, these men are not focusing themselves, because when a man gets with a woman, there's a whole nother aspect of the man's life that change, where they have to grow. And if that man is not growing within that area or in those areas, he will never be able to take on another wife. There would never be another wife for him, because you're not doing the inner work to even propel yourself to get to that level. But instead, you're insecure. You don't want to do the inner work. So you're trying to get as many people and put as many people in your life as you can, so that you can feel love, so that you can feel these voids that you're supposed to be feeling within yourself. And then you hear the entity saying, I thought you loved me. I thought you da 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 da. I don't expect nobody to love me. I expect me to love me. And if people fall off, that's because as some part of them don't vibe with me, and I can't be mad at them, and they can't be mad at me. We just gonna go our separate ways. But at the end of the day, I'm not looking for nobody to love me because I have so much love to give. I'm at the point in my life where I want to share the love that I have to give. You feel me? So you sitting up there asking people if they love you, you're insecure, my man. You're insecure, and you need to sit down, look at yourself in the mirror, come to terms with that, be okay with that, and grow from that and heal from that, and stop worrying about who you can bring into your life to make you feel better about yourself. You ain't never gonna win like that. You never gonna feel better about yourself. As long as somebody keeps saying, like, as long as you have people in your life that you're bringing in from a broken place, as much as they tell you that they love you and they care about you and they'll do all of these things for you and all of that, you still never be fulfilled, because even they are broken to even come into your life, sit at your feet, do everything that they doing and tell you that they love you. They don't even love themselves. They don't even love them, because catering to you and showing you the love that you're supposed to be showing yourself, they're not even showing to themselves. So where is the love? Let's talk about it. Where is the love? Ain't no love. That's why everything is falling apart. Nothing can thrive. Nothing can thrive if there is not love there. If there's no love there, nothing can thrive. That's why it's breaking up. That's why it's crumbling as we speak, literally. And I honestly don't care about who feel any type of way about what I'm saying. I really don't give a fuck, period, because it's the truth. And somebody needs to say the truth. And at the end of the day, it is the truth. You know what I'm saying? I'm just tired of people out here trying to portray one thing, and they like, come on now. Like, we not gonna get into this, to the details and the semantics, but y'all feel where I'm coming from. If you know, you know. If you don't, whatever. I'm gonna post this on YouTube so that my YouTube community could see. But it's like, you know, you could sit people who are broken within themselves, they sit and they make fun of other people. People who are broken within themselves do the blame game. People who are broken within themselves try to find something to nag about a person that they see as trying to elevate, trying to overcome, trying to become a better person. These are the people that put a damper or try to put a damper. I don't care about one. Like I said, I don't care about one. None of y'all think about me, because at the end of the day, I'm worried about my children, and I know that worrying about my children is the best thing that I can do. So you not paying my bills, you're not feeding me fruit, you're not giving me the things that I need to be emotionally, mentally, and spiritually okay. Like, that is a relationship that I have with God. And so with that being said, that's the only thing that I really care about. Outside of that, I'm just here to drop wisdom and drop jewels for the people out there who are suffering from the same thing that I've been through. While you sitting up there talking about my husband, why you sitting up there talking about my husband, how is that your husband when this nigga ain't even married to himself spiritually? How are you going to call a man your husband when he's not even attached to himself? He's not even understanding who he is as an entity.
Oh, now she's bringing back the wives. See, when she was fake Christian for those donations, she stopped talking about the other wives. But now that she's not Christian anymore, she feels like now she can start attacking them again. And see, that's the problem. She left the tribe, so she needs to let it go. But she can't. Every time she goes live, she has to talk about the wives. She cannot stand the fact that they're calling him their husband. She hates that. And if she could be back with him under her terms, she would.
How are you going to be married to him? That's not marriage. That's a whole situationship that you need to get yourself out of, because you have responsibilities. You have children that you're supposed to be taking care of, but yet you left your children to be with a man that devalues you, degrades you, and take you away from the very essence and the responsibility that you're supposed to be here to fulfill. Let's talk about it. But you want to make fun of somebody else. You want to judge somebody else. You want to do all of these things and then call yourself a god or a goddess. How are you a god? How are you a goddess when you are putting a damper or trying to put a damper on what somebody else got going on. How are you the head of humanity or chief or whatever the fuck you want to call yourself when you are deliberately not healing your own traumas because you're afraid, because you're scared, and you're so scared to the point where now that you have all of this social media clout and you have all of these people watching you, you wouldn't dare come out and say that you afraid and you scared because you know that people are gonna maybe look less of you. But how are they really gonna look less of you? People will actually respect you if you came out and said that you were afraid and that you need to heal and work on yourself, instead of sitting up here pretending and portraying to be something that you're not. And you wondering why your whole reality is falling apart, why you sitting in a jail cell, and why your wives is sitting there barely able to feed themselves or take care of themselves because they have no income to generate the generational wealth that you're supposed to be providing for them, or not even providing, but building with them. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So it's like I'm just tired of the fakeness. You know what I'm saying? Like, not everybody that went to carbonation or went to this situation was on some fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody was. I know a couple people right now that went there and wasn't on no fuck shit, but at the end of the day, it's like, I don't really care who was there for fuck shit or not. I know what I'm here to do. I know what I came here to do. And guess what? I'm going to shine. At the end of the day, I'm going to shine, period. You're mad. This is why you gotta make videos every other day, but you don't have nothing to show for nothing. You don't have nothing to show for anything that you've ever said you were gonna do, is gonna do, and will do. You have nothing to show for it. Nothing. How is that a God? How? Every God that I know a guy right now. I'm not even gonna put his name out there, but I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I know a guy right now. I know goddesses right now who have something to show. I know people right now who not even following their dreams and they have something to show for the things that they do believe in. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, at the end of the day, I speak from this place and I speak these emotions because I'm not only speaking for the people who are still going through that dumb shit and for myself and for other people who have been through it. I'm speaking for people that can't even speak right now. I'm speaking feelings for people that don't even have a voice, don't even know how to tap into their own voice. So hopefully I'm here to inspire somebody to stand up for themselves, realize like, oh shit, I really am being taken advantage of. Oh shit, I really do need to work on my traumas. Oh damn, I really am giving my power away. Like, I'm here to be that person. And if you don't like that, you can calmly and respectfully exit my life and block me. Matter of fact, drop some dumb shit in the chat so I could block you so that we can keep it moving. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, my thing is, I get tired. The reason why I'm talking about this as well is because I get tired of the Black community. The Black community is always talking. We're always talking about what it is that we need to do and what we should be doing. And we're always talking and talking and talking and talking and talking. But baby, we about to be in 2023. Where is the manifestation? You see what I'm saying? It's like, I'm 25, so I'm fairly young and I'm already touching the tip of my manifestation. And I'm just sitting there like, I'm thinking to myself, these are the thoughts that I had to myself. Like, are people really interested in what they say they believe in? Are people really doing what they say that they are here to do? Are people really about that life? Because I feel alone. Like, I feel like I'm actually being bamboozled. I feel like the more I reach a higher plateau within myself or reach more into my potential, I come across more fake individuals. You know what I'm saying? And it's hurtful, but at the end of the day, it's just making me see life for what it is. People will lie to you, scheme to you, scam on you, and do whatever they can to make you believe a lie. But guess what? That's why I said you need to believe in yourself. You need to understand who you are. You need to tap in authentically to who you are. And when you start doing the self-work and you start studying the things that you need via body language and all of it, and all of the things that you need, you'll have discernment to know who's fake and who's not. It'll immediately go. You'll feel it. It'll be throughout your entire being. You'll immediately be able to feel what's for you and what's not. But at the end of the day, it's lonely at the top. Only a few people at the top. So don't let people fool you about this polygamy shit. Don't let people sit here and be like, yeah, I'm a god. I'm supposed to have da 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 da. You don't have enough queens right now that are in their most highest form of vibration when it comes to vibrating in their divine femininity to be even able to say that you have more than one wife. You are still.
Oh, okay. Give me just 1 second here. Wow, I'm going to put somebody in timeout. I should block them, but I'm going to put them in timeout. There is nothing about race over here, and I'm not going to put up with people talking about race over here, because you know what? It's about God. God don't see color. He loves everybody. But the fact of it is that we see these people. It's about God. And the like with Nature Boy, you cannot sit there and call yourself a God. And sometimes people think that by us saying that, and trying to point these things out, and some of the things that's going on with some of these false prophets, they call us jealous, they call us judgmental, they call us, it's just crazy. And I'm not putting up with that here. I'm not. This channel, the people on this channel are, for the most part, loving people, and they don't hate. And it's not about hate, it's about loving the next person. There's nothing about Velvet that anybody here hates. We want to see her succeed. But the thing is that she's not going to get over any of her traumas that she spent over a year talking about, until she gets the help that she needs. She needs to come down off her high horse and realize that she is not a god. That has nothing to do with race. It has to do with pointing out the things that these false prophets are doing in these end times. Because it's no joke, and we need to waken ourselves up to things that are happening.
Trying to find your first queen. What are you talking about polygamy for? What are men talking about polygamy for when they haven't even reached their first queen yet? You talking about some shit that is not even hypothetical, because you are living in a world where everybody trying to get their shit together, and most people ain't even halfway there. Let's be real about it. You know what I'm saying? So why are you trying to put yourself on a level like it's just easy out here? Like, you having problems with your first wife. Like, you was divorced beaucoup times. Like, you got children by women that you thought you was in love with, that you thought was your queen, that you thought you could do polygamy with, but it ended out bad. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, there's so much generational trauma that we all need to heal from when a man and a woman comes together. Like I said, when a man and a woman comes together, there is a whole nother aspect of growth that needs to happen before polygamy could even be thought about and even implemented in the dynamic. I know no nigga better not try to come get with me talking about polygamy on the first couple months that they with me, even the first couple years. Like, you got me bent all the way out. And if that's how you feel, nigga, you could keep your shit over there and go have polygamy with some other bitch, because I know who I am. Let's be real. I'm not settling for nothing. Period. If that man is not going to devote himself to me wholeheartedly and understand ourselves through each other, and also blend families, or whatever the case may be, like, even if he don't have, I don't know, like, I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking, I'm saying, like, I'm not settling for nothing, because I know the amount of healing that I had to do. I know the amount of healing that my husband or whoever he is going to have to go through to be able to overcome these things. And I know we always talk about like, not focusing on the man and all of these things and all of, like, like, somebody was just recently making a post and it was like, you're focusing on a man and all of this stuff, and I'm just like, honestly, I'm not focusing on a man. Men actually come to me. You see, like, I mind my business, and I know people have portrayed me to you that I may have been a whore or whatever the case may have been, or whatever, however you see that. But men come to me, and I've had to learn over time what I like and what I don't like, so that I won't continue to allow men to keep coming in my life. And I've been single for a while now. I've had one situationship that happened or whatever, but I quickly read through that. You see what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's like I know the amount of healing that me and that man is gonna have to go through when we come together. And who knows how long that's gonna take. Look how many years it took me to get to where I am right now. Look how many years it took you know what I'm saying? So it all depends on the dynamic. But at the end of the day, it's like you need to have a lot more self-discipline, men, and self-respect, and understanding who you authentically are and who the person you're with, who they authentically are. You can't 100% mesh or be with a person for just a year and think that you could just start ushering in polygamy just because y'all got y'all shit together. Like, there's gonna be other things that happen down the line within the next 2-3 years. Are you ready and prepared for that? I don't think no man, I'm not even gonna say that, but I'm just saying, like, these are the things that we need to be thinking about as a community while our men are stuck on polygamy. I have not come across one man, and I'm not saying that we need to be monogamous 100% and all of this shit, but polygamy is definitely not the focus. But what I was saying was I haven't saw one man that hasn't thrown polygamy out there unless he's in a situation where he already have 2 baby mamas and those baby mamas come together to have an understanding and an agreement. But even then, it's like, if any woman is vibrating lower than who you are, and you know, as a person, as a being, but you're still having sex with them, that means that you don't know who you are, period. Because at the end of the day, if you got 2 baby mamas, obviously it didn't work out with the other baby mama, so you had to move on to another woman. But that woman is more on your frequency and the other one is not, but you still fucking both of them. Like, you fucking shit up, you messing everything up. And I haven't found one man that can understand that. But at the end of the day, men gonna do what they want to do. And this is why I keep it moving. This is why I stay in my lane. If a man comes to present himself to me, it's going to be on some cosmic shit. You understand? And there will be, you know, an understanding along the way. But at the end of the day, it's like, I'm talking about that because this is the focus point of our Black community. We're so worried about being in a relationship. Yeah, we're so worried about being in a relationship to the point where we're not doing the inner work. But for me personally, I always talk about the man and woman dynamic because I know that I'm someone's wife. I know that I'm a mother of multiple children. I understand that about myself. So I'm not going to negate that about myself, and I'm not going to deflect on that. It's not that I'm looking to be in a relationship or looking for a mate or anything like that. It just means that I know who I am. Eventually I know where I'm gonna be, and I know what I'm here to do, and I ultimately know who you know what I'm saying. I ultimately know a part of my mission. So it's like I'm not gonna out that factor. I'm not gonna not talk about that at all, because then that would mean that I would be neglecting a part of myself. And it brings me back to my point at hand with being authentic within yourself. If you don't believe in you, if you don't understand you, no one else ultimately won't and will never. And you will along the way, when you're knowing yourself and understanding yourself and not caring about what other people think and not letting other people deter you from that, you'll get those people that will try to shut you down and say like, oh, that'll never come true, that'll never happen because just XYZ. Just because they think that it's not going to happen don't mean that it's not going to happen. So at the end of the day, we see the people who are focused on a relationship, the shit falling apart, period. You see what I'm saying? And so if it's not a situation where, you know, there had to been a testing or some level of wisdom that the situation was giving them. Because I know recently y'all just saw me in a situation, but I was getting wisdom from that. That was something that I learned from that. You understand? So at the end of the day, it's like, we really just got to be true to ourselves, man. Believe in ourselves and call people out when, you know, we feel necessary. Because I know people be like, oh, you should hold your tongue and you should do all of these different things and everything. You can always say what you feel and get your point across with love. You know, you can always do that. And if people agree with you, if people listen to you, kudos to them. If they don't, who gives a fuck? No one should care. You shouldn't care because they obviously don't care. And keep it moving. You don't. There are many different experiences, more high vibrational experiences that you can attract to yourself, that you can experience in life. No need to fret and be worried about one experience that you really don't even need in the overall, you know, in the overall story of your life. Like, keep it moving. Like, keep it moving should be my middle name. You know what I'm saying? By the end of the day, I hope you guys were inspired in some kind of way, but I just had to get that out because it's like, my voice I want my voice to echo, because it's too much false prophecy, it's too much false teaching, it's too much contradictory, it's too much. And it's like, I know, because of my part of my purpose is here to reform the world and to be that change in the world that I want to see. And because I'm doing the inner work, it becomes harder not to talk about. It becomes harder not to get on here and talk about these things. Like, this is the very essence, and this is the very, what I'm talking about right now is the very essence of some of the things that majority of the people in our Black community need to heal from, and the things that we need to start doing as a people to elevate ourselves. So yes, can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Okay, sincerely, Vane, I appreciate you. So yes, well, I don't know if you guys, okay, you can hear me. Okay, cool. Well, hopefully you guys were inspired. I will be posting this on Instagram.
All right, guys. That's about the end of this video. I got a migraine. She was all over the place. And what I hope for her is, I really hope that she gets the help she needs. I hope she gets into some kind of therapy. She says that she's done the therapy thing before, but no, I don't believe at all that she has. I don't think that she's been in any kind of therapy. I hope that she, and I'm not just saying this because I dislike her, because this is something I would tell my own daughter. Leave the men alone and concentrate on your children and heal. She talks about doing all this healing. She's not healed. She needs to heal, and she needs to get over Nature Boy, because Nature Boy, he's also got a high ranking demon too, and he is not going to give in to her. He's not. Nature Boy has not changed into a Muslim. He's the same person that believes that he is a god. Velvet believes that she is a god. And when you have two high-ranking demons like that, they're not going to be able to come together and get along for anything. There's always going to be friction amongst them. And that's why they couldn't get along, because Nature Boy is not going to give her way, and she's not gonna budge. But she can't get him off her head, out of her mind, because she can't stand the fact that those other women over there, and she really can't stand the fact that Malia has this position that she has. So let's just keep praying for her and hope that she gets the help that she needs. Now, I have somebody that I want to bring up, and I'm gonna let me see it. I've got to figure out how to. Okay, here we go. Summer, I am going to put the link in the description. There we go. And then she wants to come up and talk to you guys for just a second. Yeah, Summer, her kids, I worry about, especially Ellie, baby Ellie. I worry about her because I feel like Velvet feels like this baby Ellie is some kind of competition, or, I think that she has a lot of resentment for her, and that's sad. It really is sad. Okay, or are you able to see the link, Summer? Oh, there you are. Okay, let me see how to. I'm going to add you. Hi.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm going because I'm hearing an echo, so I'm going to mute myself and let you talk.
Hold on. Let me see.
Okay.
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 Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear.
We can hear.
Okay. Am I on the screen?
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
just
Huh?
your
your
avatar.
avatar.
My avatar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I don't know how to work this stuff.
You can
You
go
can
ahead.
go ahead.
Okay. So my name is Summer. It's nice to speak with you, Sasha. I appreciate your channel. I appreciate your content, the different things that you speak about, the different things that you point out. It's important. It's important that people are aware of these things. It's also important that people know what to look for, um, the different changes in people, um, how demonic entities move about, the different signs, things to pay attention to, because a lot of people are deceived. A lot of people I'm noticing um, like want to be in this like make believe world with some of these people so badly to where they're willing to disregard some of the upfront and personal stuff that's like right there as like evidence, things that's right there in your face. So I appreciate you not turning a blind eye and acting as if you don't know and you're just putting it out there and trying to help others so people aren't misled because innocent people can be misled. So I appreciate, you know, that much of what you're doing and other content creators that are out there like you. I follow a couple of people and I am a subscriber of numerous channels that pretty much do the same thing that you do. So I love that.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you mute your mic?
Say that, say that one more time.
Uh, I'll type
I'll
it in
type
there.
it in there.
Did you say
Can you
something?
mute?
mute?
Can you
Can
mute
you mute
yourself?
yourself?
Okay, let me try and do that.
Okay. Okay. I want to thank you. That means a lot to me because that's ultimately when I started this channel, my goal was to bring awareness to these false prophets in these last days because we are living in these last days and we are going to see a lot more. It's not just these guys. I mean, there are so many that we could talk about. There are so many false prophets out there that's leading so many people to hell, and I have a problem with that. You know, when you go out and you proclaim yourself to be a god or God, or or you try to mislead people and you're just basically a soul snatcher. I think we all should just, we should all be concerned about that. Because we don't want to see anybody go to hell. We want to see everybody go to heaven. We want to see Velvet go to heaven. I would love to see her really turn to God and just give her life over to him. And, and it's just sad to see it. It's sad to see how they've allowed these, demons to take over their life and to be able to use God's name in the way that they have, and all in the name of just to lead others to hell. And it's just, every time I think about how many souls that Nature Boy has led to hell, it's sad. And then the only thing that he can respond to that is, I'm just doing my job. I'm just doing my job. And that should bother all of us. And we should pray for them and just continue to pray for them, all of them. But we still have to, at the same time, we have to point this out, and not necessarily with just only this tribe. There's so many other people out there that are, even pastors are leading so many people to hell, and it's sad. So I think Summer has some more things that she wants to say, so I'm going to go ahead and mute myself, and we will let her talk.
Okay, I'm back. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, I definitely agree with you, Sasha. We all should be concerned about these things, not turning a blind eye and being concerned about each other. Um, I like honestly, I don't want to see anything bad happen to her or anyone. I pray for her. I pray for her kids. Um, I'm so concerned about her children, and I'm concerned about her as well because she hasn't gotten the help that she truly needs. And I know for sure what things have taken place and what things haven't. I had communication with someone very close to her, an elder, someone my age, an elder, and she's difficult to deal with. She's very difficult to deal with. She will dismiss you. That is very true. So when people say things to you like just being rude, trying to use the race card, or saying you're talking badly about her and you're not giving it good advice or this or that, people have tried, and even people close to her. And I know for certain, I know for 1000% because I've talked. I won't say who the family member is, but she's an elder, and she hurts behind it. She hurts behind it. Because, like I said, Velvet gets dismissive. She will use you up to get what she needs from you, and then she will dismiss you, and then she will also use her kids against you. So people have tried, people close to her have tried, and people have felt her wrath. Um, but again, like you said earlier, just praying for people, try to get that demon up out of there. But at the same time, they have to be true with themselves. They can't be one way one minute and then another way another minute. Like coming on live and wrapping yourself up in garbs and pulling out the Bible and having Bible study and getting people feeling good about reading the word, and people going out buying the books to study Bibles and all these things, and having prayer and all this good stuff. Then people sending in all this money and donations, and all of a sudden, after a little while, that mask comes off and things start to change. The language starts to change. The behaviors start to change. The words start to change. The prayers lessen. The Bible studies lessen. The clothes start coming off. The profanity starts. And then she admitted herself about how she was sleeping with the guy that she was with. So like I said, people like to turn a blind eye and act like they didn't see these things, and then come over here on your channel or other people's channel and say, why are you saying this and that about Velvet? We're talking about the obvious. What is it that you're not seeing? Everything is out there. All of the changes are very blatant and in your face. Are you telling me that you can't see that? It's mind blowing. It's truly mind blowing. But anyway, I just pray for change. I pray that innocent people her age or older, the people that follow behind her, I pray that they wake up and that they see the light, and that they find faith and hope somewhere else, find someone else to speak with the Lord about, and just continue to pray for those who are out there purposely deceiving people and using the Bible or using the Lord just for their own gain. that I don't agree with at all. And I do have a problem with that. Um, so another thing in reference to speaking about the Lord and loving people and praying for people, this is my lane. Um, I I care a lot for people, all types of people. I don't care what color you are. You can be purple, and I will speak to you and I will ask you, "Are you okay? Do you need anything?" I like your channel. I've already told you that. There's a couple of people that I've chatted with in your chat, and I decided that I wanted to do a giveaway. Um, Tonight, I would like to do something called Free Lunch Friday. I would like to offer two people in the chat uh, a Cash App. I will send you Cash App tonight for free lunch for tomorrow. I will be doing this on this channel, Sasha for God, for the rest of the year. That's my plan for the rest of the year on Thursday nights. So meet here, Sasha for God. I would say between 8:30 and 9 o'clock at night on Thursday night, and we will do a drawing for two people to win lunch for Fridays. You'll get your Cash App tonight. Also, something else that I want to do for the people is offer two gift cards for Thanksgiving. I'll be doing two drawings for that on this channel as well for two people to win two gift cards in an amount of $50 randomly. Also, I'm doing two gift cards for Christmas on this channel, Sasha Forgot, for her subscribers, um, just to help out families for Christmas. $100 each gift card, or Cash App, I'll say. I'll Cash App the money. So, like I said, I'm a Christian. I love my people. I love to help out. I don't like to see people hurting. And again, like I said earlier, I like this channel. I appreciate what Sasha is doing. I appreciate the awareness, and I'm comfortable here. I'm always around doing different things in the community, different organizations, different channels. I'm always out. I'm always giving. I'm always doing something behind the scenes, doing this and doing that. I don't need much or any really type of recognition, but I'm here. If there's anything, someone here on this channel, you need something or you're going through something, um, please reach out to Sasha. She will get in contact with me, and if I can help, I will do my best to help you and provide, whatever I can for you. That's it.
Okay. Oh, when she first bought this to me, I literally cried. I just sat and cried because I thought, oh my gosh, like, because sometimes when we see so much evil in the world, because we know this is Satan's world, this is his domain right now until God comes back. But you see so much evil, but then you see something like this that happens and it renews your faith. It's like it just not so much renews your faith. I have a lot of faith in my Lord, but I just it renews my faith in people. Like it shows you that there are so many good people out there, and I appreciate that so much. And I just even now I'm still speechless. I just I'm so thankful that you're going to do that, because there are so many people that are hurting right now, and we've seen what had happened a couple of years ago. What happened, I can't say it, but we've seen so many people take advantage of that, and people were literally dying, and still people were raising the gas prices. We've seen people raise the food prices, sometimes even doubling it. the rent prices went up. Shame on all those people that are doing this to people. It's so sad. And, you can do that to people right now, but you're going to stand before God one day and you're going to give an answer for that. So all these people out here that has these businesses that are doing things to harm other people. Not all the businesses did this, but there are a lot of them that have done this, and it's so sad. And they're taking advantage of the situation that's already bad. And I appreciate you so much, Summer, in so many ways. I know that these guys are thankful to you, and I think how we decided to do it is, to pick the people is Summer. I think it would be better that she picks the winners of, I guess, the Christmas, the Thanksgiving, and the weekly lunch. And so I told her that God will lead her and show her who it is that she should choose. So, with that being said, I'm going to let Summer choose. So, I'm going to go ahead and mute myself and we can bring her back up.
You're welcome, Sasha. No problem at all. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. I am gonna need to go back to the chat. Trying to see because I'm in StreamYard, so I can't see the chat. So I'm gonna have to go off of StreamYard and hold on. Let me see here. Maybe hold on. Yeah. Oh, okay. No, I can see the chat now. Can you hear me, Sasha?
Yes,
Yes, we. Okay. Okay. So is Marie still here?
who is it?
Marie?
Marie?
Marie? Mm-hmm.
Marie, are you still in the chat? I'm trying to scroll down, see when she last messaged. Or she hasn't been on here for a little bit. Marie, are you in the chat? I'm not sure if she's still here. Oh, wow. Was that recent, Candy? I'm sorry. Candy just sent a message saying, I just watched a video of her allegedly be her child in the background. That's sad. Marie, are you still in the chat? Summer, I'm gonna let me see. Are you there, Summer? Summer. Okay, I think we lost connection with Summer. Okay, I'll send you another link and let's see. Um, oh, there it is. Okay. I keep forgetting where the link. I'm like everybody else. I don't know too much about technology. Okay. I just sent you another link so that you can come back up, Summer. I don't think Marie
He
is.
is.
Oh, you're
Oh,
here.
you're here.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't
I
think
don't think
Maria
Marie
is
is
in the
in the
chat.
chat. Okay, so is Eden here?
Are you there? Oh. Okay. Eden, let me see. This is echoing so bad. Eden, are you still in the chat? I don't I don't think Eden is here.
Okay. Who else is in the chat?
Okay, are you there? Okay, are you there, Summer?
I'm here.
Okay. Do you want to pick somebody else, or because I don't think Eden is here anymore.
Okay. How many people are in the chat?
There's Annette, there's Candy, there's New York Finest. New York Finest has been a very long time subscriber. Let's see.
Okay, that's good to know. So New York
And then there's
Finest.
Annette or Beloved. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and mute myself, okay?
Okay, I'm going to choose one and you choose one. I'm going to choose New York Finest and you choose one and I'm going to send the cash app to both of them.
No, I want you to choose. I believe that God will lead
Okay,
you.
all
I
right.
believe
So
God
I'm
will
going
lead
to
you.
New York Finest and Candy B.
Okay, so New York Finest and who? Did you say Candy? Are you there, Summer? We're having a lot of technical issues here. Let's see. Let me try to. Are you there, Summer?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Okay, so what do you want them to put their cash app in the comments, or do you want them to email you, or
They can email it to me.
okay, do you want me to put your email in the
In the chat.
comment?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. I gotta. Is it just because you come up just as summer days on my,
Okay, it's summer underscore days 365.
hang on just a second. For days. Okay, then,
So it's summer underscore days
okay,
365
365
at yahoo.com.
at yahoo.com. Okay. Oh, Candy, now whose two names did you choose again?
New York Finest and Candy.
And Candy. Candy's half asleep. She don't know what's going on. She's in London. Candy, do you have Cash App? That might be hard for her if she's in London. Do they have Cash App there?
I don't know.
Let's see. So Candy, what's going on is you have to email Summer. She's having a giveaway for lunch, like a lunch giveaway. Okay, so do you see the email that I just put up? You need to email her for the Cash App, and you too, New York. And she's buying you lunch tomorrow. Is that right, Summer?
Yeah. Yes, I'm sending $10 to each of them.
So you both can enjoy lunch tomorrow on Summer.
$10 each.
So do you both have her email written down then? And I appreciate that so much, Summer.
You're welcome. No problem.
Candy says that's super kind of you, that she appreciates that. And New York Finest says, thank you, Summer. And God is so good. And so now, do you want to? Oh, she said that really made her night.
Oh, you're welcome.
That is so sweet. At the end of all this, we're going to have to do something nice for Summer.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay.
I have to figure it out. We really appreciate that so much.
You're welcome. That's what life
So
is
do you want
about.
to let them
Helping
know?
out.
Like, is there a certain time that you want to do this on Thursday? You said that, and I offered to match it and try to do that and try to also contribute something. And she this is her baby. She wants control of this. I said that's fine. Maybe I'll probably do my own like giveaway for Christmas. So because I really want to do that too. But because I think that we can help more people out if I also contribute something. And I'm just like you, I love to have giveaways. I love to, but I don't know. There's just no words to say how, appreciative. This is going to help a lot of people, a lot of people. So do you want to make this for Thursdays at a certain time, or are you on Eastern Standard Time, or Summer? Are you there? I think we lost her again. But I think we will do this because she's saying that she wants to do it every week on Thursdays, the giveaway, and then she's going to have another giveaway for Thanksgiving and one for Christmas. So, how Summer? I can see you on the chat. I'm starting to lose my voice. I think I'm coming down with the cold or something. How about Thursdays around the same time, about 7:30, or is 8:30 better for you? But I'm thinking that she wants whoever is going to, like, I think you have to actually be in the chat for her to, she's going to choose whoever is in the chat. So you have to actually be here to be in on the winnings. So, and I think she's going to choose 2 people. So I think we'll make it for about 7:30 on Thursdays, and every Thursday night, 8 p.m. for free lunch. Okay, and then Cash App sent on Thursday nights. You must be in the chat. That's the rules there. So Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Every Thursday night for hopefully the rest of the year as she can. We'll do that. And then because things come up, so if there's a week that she has to miss, that's absolutely fine. But as it's going right now, it'll be every Thursday night at 8 p.m. that we'll be going live. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Summer, there's no words. We cannot thank you enough for everything that you're doing. We appreciate you so much. I love each and every one of you guys. I hope you guys stay safe. And I think I'm going to go ahead and end it now. Does anybody else have anything they want to say before I get off? Or let's see. Yeah, New York will definitely, because she deserves something special. Okay. Okay. All right, guys. So we're going to go ahead and end it here. God bless.